Okay, just a quick one, I promise, on the Mandela effect and death. So I've heard a couple of people suggest that that maybe this is death. Are we all dead? That maybe in 2013 or 2003 or whenever the hell, that some disaster happened on the old Earth, like a nuclear holocaust or uh, CERN creating a supermassive black hole, or maybe the old Earth was destroyed and we died, and and instead of death being the white tunnel or nothingness or heaven or something, that maybe death, maybe you don't even know you died when you die, like maybe this is death in a way. And but let's think about those words in a little bigger way. I'm not seeking death like qualities in my life. Like, I don't want my life to be death like. I don't want to walk around like the Grim Reaper. I don't want to be morose. I don't want to be resentful um, or depressed or whatever. I want to live a joyful life, whatever that is. But I mean, it's certainly been clear to me for a long time, and I know it's clear to a lot of people that death is something that happens on a moment to moment basis. I mean, I am not the person I was 10 years ago, and I'm not the person I was 1 minute ago. I have died, and I continue to die in this larger, more true sense all the time. I mean, life is the process of death, whether it's a tree moving from seed to hollowed out dead tree, the moment you are born, you start dying, they say. Um, but I love the idea. I just absolutely love the idea. Maybe it's not true at all, but I just absolutely love the idea that that there is some catastrophe on the old earth, and that death, quote unquote death, basically that we live forever, which is not something I'm used to thinking is true. But why not? You know, but that we basically, a lot of us or all of us or something, got transferred to new bodies on a new earth, and that's what death is. That maybe God, whatever God is, or the computer at the center of the galaxy, some people are calling it now, like maybe that thing doesn't even bother letting you know that you died. You know what I mean? Like maybe it doesn't even want to bother you with the fact that you quote unquote died. We spend so much time collectively agonizing and having anxiety about death, even though in a realist sense, it's happening to us all the time. We're constantly dying, but we have agony about and anxiety about this final death. Maybe the universe or God or the computer at the center of the universe is so unconcerned with death, this thing we agonize about, that it doesn't even bother informing us that it happened. I find that idea. Even though I'm not claiming it's true or anything, but I mean, I just think it's a really interesting idea that we would, and I know I have spent an inordinate amount of time worrying about death, but when it's nothing I can do anything about, whether it's the momentary death of my minute to minute self or the seemingly final death of my body and or spirit and or whatever, I know I've spent an inordinate amount of time thinking about that, but what if God is such a jokester that that computer God at the center of the galaxy is so unconcerned with death that, like, and us in a way, like it's so unconcerned with even letting us know what's going on, that it just simply, when like the nuclear holocaust occurs, it just moves us to a new planet in a new dimension with new bodies and doesn't even inform us that it happened.